Hey, have you ever been around people that just continually ask you for help and you're in a position to help those people and you help them one time, you help them another time, you help them a third time, and it seems like all your help is not helping them move forward in life? Today on episode 19 of TC Talks, we're going to talk about being helped versus being helped out. All right, let's get into it.
We got the passion, we got the drive. Regular people living real lives. And this is TC Talks. This is TC Talks. This is TC Talks. And this is TC.
Well, hey, what's up, good people? TC here with another episode of TC Talks. Episode 19 is where we are. Man, can I tell you something? 19 episodes, and I want to tell y'all, I don't know if y'all know this or not, man. I don't have a camera crew, I don't have an AV crew. It's just me, TC. I'm solo, man, kicking it. But you know what? I'm not alone because I got you. And I'm glad you keep me company. Here on TC Talks, we're just regular people living real lives. Yeah. I love singing that little stanza, man. I'm gonna get me a record deal one of these days if I keep singing like that. But listen, I want to welcome everybody back who are constant streamers on the channel, and this is your first time. I appreciate you coming in for the first time, but I need you to do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and every time we go live, you will be the first one to be notified when we drop fresh content on the channel. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. We're just here to help here on TC Talks. Oh, man, episode 19. Did you think that we would be here in 19 episodes? I did, because I made it my determined goal to make sure that I help people as much as I possibly can, whether I'm talking about myself, current issues, no matter what comes or goes, man. I got to be here because I want to make sure that you become the best version of who you are, and you reach those goals and things that you've aimed to do. Yeah, so that's what we do here on TC Talks, man. So anyway, episode 19, helped versus being helped out. Man, and listen, if you everybody has needed help at one point in time in their life. I know I have. I know that you have too. And but there is a difference, man, in helping somebody versus helping people out. I remember when I was young, man, I used to always ask my dad. I never asked him for money. Well, I asked him for money, but I asked him in a certain way. Hey, Dad, you got any change on you? I know change sounds like a quarter, a nickel, or a dime, but that was just my way of kind of easing in. Hey, Dad, shoot me a few bills my way. Shoot me a few bills my way. Well, it was no problem asking for that as a kid, but when I became an adult, you know, uh, I was expected to have, my own funds and my own way of living. Never forget, me and my wife, man, when we got married, we got together. Man, we came from humble beginnings, to say the least. Yeah, humble beginnings, and man, and we were robbing Peter to pay Paul. Do you know, one year, man, we made less than $25,000 a year, and we weren't on any type of government assistance or anything like that. Till this day, I can't tell you how we made it, but by the grace of God, we made it, man. We were just two young people, man, madly in love with two kids. Our son was just born, man, and I was trying to figure out how to do this thing, to be a provider, to be a husband, to be a dad, and I was only 22 years old with all of that going on at one time. But man, listen, let me tell you something. God is good, man. He looked after me because I didn't know what in the world I was doing, brother. But I was just trying to make sure that I would put my best foot forward. And you know what? And it landed me here talking to you today, now 28, 29 years later. Yeah. 22 then, I'm 50 now, so 28 years later. So man, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. But I didn't get here by myself. I was helped. I was helped. Listen, because funny story, when me and my wife got married, I was a contractor, and I never forget I was working for a company that did chips, computer chips and stuff, and they only paid me $6.50 an hour. Yeah, because I was just a temporary worker, and it was just a little menial job. And my wife's next door neighbor had a lawn care business, so I thought. And so I went to work with these individuals, and come to find out, man, they were just out there on the humbug, just cold calling, knocking on doors. They didn't have any bona fide clientele or anything. So thank God I made it through that. And then I got into the IT field. My first real IT job, I was not qualified for that job. But the IT director looked at me and he hired me. I don't know what, he must have saw my determination or whatever. And the Lord put me on his heart. However he did, he hired me. You know what he did? He helped me. How did he help you? By hiring you? That, and he empowered me by educating me on my roles and responsibility of the position he hired me for. He helped me. Help means that he built capacity. He built, I was able to feel the capacity that I had through education. And watch this. And ownership. I felt good about myself because it was something that I learned. He provided the opportunity. I took advantage of the opportunity and I learned it. I killed it, man, and had a successful 17-year career in information technology because somebody helped me. What would it mean? They empowered me to be able to learn something I did not know. I had the capacity. I just didn't have the competency. And so he empowered me to become competent for the capacity that already existed in my life. Does that make sense? I had the capacity to learn, but I just wasn't competent for the job role that I had. But he empowered me through education. And I took ownership of that. He helped me. Watch this. And so I went to work every week and I got paid for the job that I was educated to do. That was help. Help is empowerment. Have you ever been helped that only thing you just needed the opportunity. You just needed that break. And once you got that break, man, you just took the bull by the horns and you did the thing, and the outcome was absolutely magnificent. You just needed a jump. That's all you needed. You just needed the jump. And see, here it is. When you help somebody, here's the old saying, when you teach them how to fish, you don't have to keep feeding them fish. So helping is teaching them to cast the reel, to put the bait on the hook, throw it in the water, to feel the nudge and the jerk on the line, and bring in their own fish. They will be empowered, they will have ownership, and they will say, man, thank you so much. I didn't know that I had the ability to do it until you showed me. That is help. That is empowerment. But let me tell you something. Being helped out is a completely different can of worms. Being helped out is just relief from the moment temporarily. In other words, it's just a quick fix that removes pain from today, but it's going to repeat itself tomorrow. All right. Let me this is what help is this. Help is it's a clear goal. It's a time frame. It's when you transfer skill and authority to somebody, man. And so it's like, man, you're empowering them to be able to do something that they weren't able to do before. But now, man, they've learned a new skill, they've learned a new trade, and they're able to make a provision for themselves. But being helped out, that's vague. Hey, help a brother out. Help a brother out. You know, you seen people on the side of the road, and I'm not casting stones or throwing anybody. They got these signs out there. Help me out. Help me out. Now, here it is. Let me give you an example of how I helped somebody out one day. I went to the grocery store, man. I was came out the grocery store and about to get in my vehicle, and a gentleman came up to me and said, "Hey, Mister, how you doing today? Don't mean to take too much of your time, but listen, I got a car right across the street, and I got a flat tire, and it says the only thing I need to get a tire is another $20 to get the tire to get my car on the road." And he said, you know, anything you got to help me just to get my tires is right across the street. And there was a tire shop across the street. And so he said, I just need to run ahead and get them this so they can put the tire so they can get me back on the road. And I said, okay. And I had $20. I gave the guy $20. And I was like, cool, man. Good deed for the day. Help somebody out. And let's keep it moving. How about maybe 3-4 weeks later, same guy comes to me and say, "Hey, sir, how you doing? Don't mean to take too much of your time, but I said, wait a minute, your car crossed the street and you need a tire." Also, no, bro, no, never mind, sir. I helped him out. It looked great to help him the first time, but helping him out just produced a weak outcome. It did not change his situation whatsoever. It just gave him temporary reprieve that will be right back tomorrow glaring in his face. That's what it means to continue to help somebody out over and over and over and over again. And if you find yourself always just want to help people out and you know they keep coming back to you asking them, listen, then you're probably suffering from what we call the savior complex. And then it's not their issue at all. It then becomes yours. But helping people out, man, it's vague. There's no metrics. It looks good, but it just produces weak outcomes. But when you help people, it doesn't rob them of their dignity. Listen, how do I help somebody? Ask what they need. What is needed? And then if you have the ability, equip them. Equip them. And then step back. Yep. What do you need? Okay, you need a fishing pole. You know how to use it. Okay, this is how you use it. What you're fishing for. This is the bait that you use. This is where you throw it at, and this is how you throw it. Okay, I gave you everything. I gave you the details. I gave you the instructions. I gave you the equipment. Now I'm getting ready to step back and see what you do with what you just been empowered with. That is help. It's not abandonment. And some people try to guilt trip you when they just want to be helped out, but you're in a position just to help. Oh, you know you can do it. You know you can write the check. You know you can let me borrow the car. You know you can buy me a car. You know you can co-sign for me. The devil is a lie. Don't you co-sign for nobody. No, because there's a reason why their credit is as weak as it is. And your name is not going to change their behavior or their patterns. Oh my goodness. I just dropped some bars. Let me say that for the people sitting in the back of the room. Your name on the dotted line is not going to change their level of discipline or determination to pay their bills online. There's a reason why they need a co-signer. All right. You ain't got to listen to me now. I'm just talking to regular people living in real life. Again, if you're going to help somebody, ask them what they need. Be specific. Then if you're able to equip them, give them the equipment. And then step back and see what they do with it. Step back and see what they do with it. See, hear this. When you want to help somebody out, it puts you in the center. Because now, watch this. They don't have any responsibility to correct the situation. They're putting all the responsibility on you. You come in, you're the superwoman or the superman of the day. And guess what? They're still sitting back, waiting for you to fix everything. And after you fixed it, Guess what happens? Once you leave, when it's broke again, they still don't know how to fix it. So guess what they do? They call you back and ask you to help them out once again. When you help somebody out, you know what it does? It creates what I call quiet debt. It's subtle. It whispers. And you don't even know you in it until you look back and like, man, you're overdrawn emotionally. You're overdrawn mentally. Sometimes you're even overdrawn financially. It's quiet debt. And then you don't realize that they're depending on you. And it's not a healthy dependence. And the reason why it's not a healthy dependence is because if they know that you'll come to their rescue every single time, they won't stop what they're doing to create the emergency. Because they know that they can call the rescue squad of you to come bail them out of their situation. They know if they're getting arrested over the weekend, they know they can call you with the bail money. Well, let me tell you something. Sometimes being helped means withdrawing your hand. Because now you're letting them go to class. Because they're learning a lesson that they could never have been taught as long as you were standing in the classroom. But the moment you leave the classroom of experience and let experience become their teacher, you're helping them more than you know. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. When me and my wife, we were young, man, and we didn't have much, man. We were doing the best we could. We weren't trying to get over on anybody, man. We were just a young couple, man, trying to do what we could do with a young family. But you know what? We was at a place, man, where we got the news that we had to be out of where we were living in 30 days, and we didn't have no place to go. We didn't have no what's that thing called? Security deposit. Anything like that. But my wife, man, I think I was at work, and my wife, she was hustling. I love that woman, man. Golly. She was hustling. She called me. She said, I found a place, honey. I was like, what? And the people named were the Chewers. Didn't know us from a can of paint. I don't know what my wife said, but man, we were able to rent a beautiful townhome from them with our 2 kids and us. And man, and from there, man, we just kept moving on up. But the best help that we received was when they said we couldn't stay there anymore. Our safety net was gone. And so now watch this. We begin to see what we were made of. We can do this. Honey, you can do that. TC, you can do that. And man, we did it. We started, our jobs were getting better. We started getting reliable transportation, man. Kids are growing up, being healthy, man. And then watch this. We was able to move from there. And then our second place on our own was the golf course. The 14th hole was our backyard. What? That's what help will do. Help will ignite the initiative that's required to produce the desired outcome when you help somebody. And sometimes that help means I'm not helping, or I'm closing my wallet, or I'm clasping my hands together, and I want to see what you're going to do with this. Being helped out means, like I said, it's quiet debt. It creates dependence. And watch this. And you go through burnout cycles. I mean, I'm just so tired. Oh my God, they done been this thing for years. It's just burnout cycles. Oh man. I was listening to something the other day, and this was fascinating to me. That husband and wife was in this business, and they were $800,000 in debt, and went to his brother or brother-in-law or somebody like that. And they were able to help them out. They had the resources to help them out. But the brother told him, said, man, I'm sorry if me not writing the check is going to cause your business to fail. But the reason why I'm not writing this check is not because I want you to fail. I'm not writing this check because I believe in you. What? Oh my goodness. And man, it didn't seem like it was the right thing at that particular time. Now him and his wife have a multi-million-dollar business doing what they need to do, because that failure was the help that they needed to reveal the creativity, the capacity, the determination, and the drive that they possessed the entire time. But if their brother would have wrote them that check, then watch this. All of what was required within them to have a multi-million-dollar business would have been dormant. It would never have been awakened. Man, that's the help that a lot of people need. Not being helped out. We just don't need temporary reprieve for an issue that's going to return tomorrow. No. But listen, that's what it's all about, y'all. And it's hard. It's hard, especially if they're your own kids or your own relatives. And man, it's hard to close that wallet. It's hard to close that checkbook, man. It's hard to keep those resources at bay, because you want to help them out, because helping people out, it sometimes it makes you feel good about yourself because you did a good deed for the day. But help is what they need, not being helped out. Well, all right, my friends. You know, I love spending time together, but we out of time today. And I just want to let you know, I want to encourage you. If you're the one that's stuck in being helped out, I encourage you to employ what you have. Look at what's in your hands. Let me tell you something. Everybody has been dealt a hand, but it's your perception to see what kind of hand you've been dealt. Maybe sometimes you just need to rearrange the cards, and you'll realize that you got a winning hand. All right, my friends, this is TC here on TC Talks with episode 19. And I just want to tell you this before I go. Remember, live a life so that others can say, now that right there, that is hope in motion. All right, until the next episode, I will see you soon. Have a great day.